cold. That is the big topic in the Western Pacific today. I know I typically talk about typhoons and the tropics, but today it's all about the latest cold surge because this has been pulling air out of Siberia, bringing frost to places like the Philippines, snow into Vietnam. I like this graphic right here because it really shows you that demarcation line with an area of low pressure over the Korean Peninsula, bringing heavy snowfall there. But you can see the leading edge, and I overlaid the temperature gradient below the clouds here so you can see exactly where that leading edge of that cold air is, and it has been pushing towards the south. In fact, frost was reported in parts of the Cordillera region here in the Philippines. That's around Benguet, just outside of Baguio, high elevation, up to 8,000 to 9,000 feet. Temperatures there dropped down to near the freezing point, at least into the single digits. The official, by the way, temperature for all-time coldest in the Philippines is 6 degrees Celsius, and I think we got down there, unofficially at least. Snow also being reported in parts of Yilan and there in Taiwan. That's in higher elevations. That's cold weather surge there across that area. Temperatures dropped down to 0 degrees. The Taiwan the weather agency issued a special low temperature report due to that cold air in northern half of Taiwan, including places like New Taipei City, Taichung, have all seen temperatures sustain around 10 degrees or below for about 24 hours. I mean, it's cold. All right. In Vietnam, for the first time since 2022, snow also fell in parts of Lao Chau province, including Phan Xipon Peak, which I hope I'm saying that right, as temperatures dropped exceptionally low there too. In this video, you can see that snow was falling over that area. Not an unheard of thing for that region, but definitely not common. Like if they don't get snow in one year, it's not unheard of. KMA also issued heavy snow watches and warnings, by the way. Places like Seoul, Incheon, Chongcheng, all seen heavy snowfall as an area of low pressure passed over the peninsula. Accumulations, in fact, in the capital were reported upwards of 10 to 15 centimeters there. So, boy, heavy snow, cold air, not the biggest surprise. We're seeing big meandering in the jet stream, and this goes back to even what we've seen in the United States. We had heavy snowfall in places like Florida just this past week. So with that said, we got a lot of ups and downs in the jet stream. A lot of people say, oh, global cooling, like they're trying to make a joke. But the reality is, with the poles being a little bit warmer, it allows the jet streams to meander. This is just a fact. This is a current observation we're seeing right now. You can disagree what causes that. But the poles are warmer than what they typically are, not only at the surface, but throughout the atmosphere, and allows the jet stream to meander like a slow-moving river, and it brings these plunges of cold air. And you know what? Take a look at this. This is all the snowfall we were seeing over the Korean Peninsula. Now more snow into Japan in the forecast. You're a skier or a snowboarder, you're going to love it. But everybody else is feeling it because all that cold air is also spilling towards the south. And as I mentioned, with those frosty conditions in parts of the Philippines, over towards Vietnam, and this is going to continue. And even into Thailand, you've actually had this cold air combined with high pressure has been bringing some very smoggy conditions for our friends out there into the Bangkok area. So boy, no relief there too until you get a good kind of change in the weather pattern. For right now, this has been stagnant. We also still have the easterlies bringing some showers across parts of Mindanao over towards Visayas, and I'll talk more on that in a second. There is a tropical wave, and it's also interacting with the leading edge of this cold surge. But let's look at our flyover here. Let's go back towards the north because chilly. Places like Manila, not the coldest weather in the forecast, 30 degrees for the high. But get outside of Manila, go a little further north. Iligan, 25, low of 19. But you get into the mountains, 22 for the high in Baguio, 13 for the low. Get outside of Baguio, go higher elevation. It's going to be into the single digits out there for you. Chilly conditions. But at least it's not raining all too much in Baguio. It's chilly, got some frosty weather, but the rain could return by next week, and I do expect another cold surge to set up. That's going to bring another blast of some kind of mixed weather out here for you. So something we're going to watch out for in that extended forecast. I might even see it here, the leading edge of it. Because right now we got big waves, ferry riders, drivers, boats, people out there fishing. The next few days, not great out into the Philippine Sea. West Coast, a little bit more sheltered, but not that great, even over towards the areas around Okinawa too. Some big waves continuing to be had. Now, down towards the south, I did mention the easterlies. Continuing to bring, the leading edge of kind of a bit of a surge right there. Still some scattered showers across parts of Mindanao over towards Visayas. Not the end-all, not a complete washout. In fact, you can kind of see what I was talking about. A little bit of a line right there. You have your easterlies right in there. And then you have your latest cold surge right there. And then it's 1, 2, 3 of different rounds of rainfall along the east coast of the Philippines. But you can see this low trying to form up, maybe even a little bit of a shallow low pressure area south of Guam, more or less just getting squeezed out. And I think this is going to increase showers as we go ahead through this week for a good portion of the east coast of the Philippines here. So you're going to have a lot of cloud cover, a lot of this just kind of dreary conditions, not thunderstorms, not crazy winds, just not pleasant. Great for farmers to a extent, and too much rain of course causes issues, but definitely some wet weather out there in your forecast too. A lot to cover today, guys, so much to cover across the Western Pacific, and it took a little minute to kind of get all the data together for this one. So yeah, a big shout out to all our Patreon members who do support this channel. I can't thank you guys enough, and I say that, and I sound like a broken record, but truly mean it. So I always try my best to give you guys a nice little shout out here, and yeah, thanks as always. Thanks for watching too. Hit that like and subscribe button if you really like these updates and you want to see more updates like this. Stay safe out there.